Okay, everybody, welcome back here. I found some interesting pictures I had taken here. So, first up, right here, this is my grandfather Bill here. This was down at my dad's place down there in West Virginia, where you see me making videos sometimes. And this was after a storm. We were hauling some wood there, cleaning up. And that is my John Deere H, which I think there's a couple videos about that on the channel. So that's the first one. Second up, here is Grandfather Bill on his favorite tractors, Farmall 400, which was Dad had when it was new. I want to see if I can get this to zoom in. I don't know if you can see this, but he used to have plaques on the side of the frame of everybody that owned it. Sorry, this picture is not very good. It was taken with a flip phone a couple years ago. So next picture here is my dad's 1938 John Deere hay. There's a video about that in the John Deere 60 on the channel. That's a buddy of ours, Dean's John Deere 720 so I should make a video about that. It's down at my dad's place in West Virginia. This is a we tractor pull some. There's a short, I think there's a short of my dad pulling that in a 5,500 pound weight class. Okay, this picture here was my grandfather Bill's 1939 John Deere B, which I should make a video about that, but he worked for a farmer, and he worked, I think it was 40 or 50 hours cleaning manure out of box stalls, and that's what he got paid. You know, box stalls where animals think cattle lived. So, this picture is also the 1939 John Deere B, hooked to a small disc there. I was doing some work with that down at my dad's place. This picture here, that's, I don't know why this ended up in black and white, but this was my grandfather Bill's 1938 Farmall F20, which I know there's a couple videos of it on the channel. Check that out, 1938 Farmall F20. This picture here, which, man, it kind of turned out bad, but this is the 1941 Farmall H. If you have just seen a video I put up of it here this week, it's the same tractor. First got the blade put on it. Now this picture here is my dad running an International TD6 that we had. We've since pulled the engine out of that, which is probably going to go in the International 600. At least that's what the plan is. I might make a video about that. Well, I think that is an International 600 video, but that was a picture of that machine when it was still together. Okay, next up, this was another picture of my grandfather Bill's Farmall F20 when he used to use spray paint and paint it up and get it looking nice. Now we've put different wheels on it and tried to make it look a little nicer. Now it has round spoked wheels on it, front and back. Here's International 600. We drugged him. He'd been sitting over at a buddy of my grandfather's for a long time, not a long time, several years, 3 or 4 years probably. The hood was off of it and had water in the fuel, but my dad was able to get it running and load it on a trailer. There is more about that. There's another video about that International 600 diesel. I'm not going to say any more about it, but yeah, you can go watch that video. So this picture here on the wall is just a sign my grandfather Bill had. It has a Farmall 400 on it. International Harvester logo. Farmall, made in the USA. International Harvester Company, Chicago, USA. Okay, now we're here. This is a picture of my dad pulling his 1938 John Deere A. This is a newspaper article about the John Deere A. If you want to read that, you can pause the camera and read what that says. That was me when I was younger. Massey Harris Pony and Massey Harris Pacer. I can't remember which one was which, but I think that the back one was the Pacer and the front one was the Pony. Sure that somebody will correct me in the comments. This is my dad with a Ford that he had. I'm pretty sure it was a 2N, but he painted it to look like an 8N. It was a 2N or 9N, I'm not sure which. This picture right here is my grandfather Bill pulling his 1938 Farmall F20. I'm not real sure where that's at. Just thought I'd show that to you. This was me when I was younger, running a 484 that was great-grandfather Clifford's. Here is a picture of me hauling brush with the 1938 Farmall F20 of my grandfather's. And that'll be it for this video, so I thank you all for watching. Hope to see you on the next one.